Hey guys, what's up? It's your man Pete, and Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome to a new year, a new fresh start. I mean, I know we're off to a very laggy start because of the new mandates. And I know, guys, we just have to hope for the best, right? We think that things are going to get better this year. We hope that this year is going to turn from a pandemic into an endemic, and we can all call Pete to help buy or sell any of our properties that we have. Am I right? But in this video, I'm going to get into the numbers, the final tallies for 2021 so that, we can sort of just wrap up last year and delve a little bit into what to expect here in 2022. There's a lot of things that have been talked about from last year that's going to carry over into this year and why I see a lot of trouble ahead for the real estate market here in the GTA and the Toronto area. And hopefully you can find some value out of it and, figure out a course of action for yourself. You definitely want to make sure you work with the professionals so they can help walk you through, guide you through, and make sure that you're making the right decision for yourself and your family. So stay tuned, and if you have not hit the subscribe button yet, I encourage you to do so right now. Hit that button, smash it, destroy it. Don't crack your phone. We definitely don't want to be responsible for you breaking your phone. Please don't sue me, guys. We'll dig into all of that right after this. Okay, and we're back. So the Toronto real estate market wrapped up really nicely in 2021. Of course, it was a banner year, and in my previous video, I talked about how we actually already broke the sales transactions record by the end of November. So December really was just another icing on the cake type month. But yes, we did more sales in the history of Toronto like ever. The next closest year where we did the most amount of sales was in 2016, where we did 113,000 transactions. But in 2021, we did 121,000 transactions, which is absolutely bonkers, absolutely absurd. And it was also a pretty busy year for us at Selling Toronto as well, too. And of course, there definitely had to be a bump because of the pandemic, had to have some sort of impact on these numbers. I think if it was any normal year, we probably would have did somewhere between 100 to 110,000 transactions. So, I think there was actually probably a 20% bump up in action, in activity, in movement because of the pandemic. And through all of this, it just really shows us how important residential real estate is now. And obviously all of that has shifted from the commercial markets where offices are empty, shopping centers are empty, and then everything has shifted to the home and how important the house is, right guys? But now on to prices. So, it's something that we never really feel comfortable talking about, right? A lot of Torontonians don't feel comfortable talking about the prices. They're impressed, they're happy, they love the fact that their properties are going up in value, they love the fact that their investments are doing well. At the same time, there's always this back of the mind worry. It's like, where is this going? Where is this going to end? How are my kids going to be able to afford to purchase something in the future? These are the things that people are thinking about. So it's a bittersweet thing about home prices going up. But yes, again, we broke another record in terms of sales numbers, and of course, we also broke a record in terms of average sales price. And so we reached almost 1.1 million as an average here in Toronto. That's combining everything, condos, townhouses, detached properties, semis, everything combined into it. Our average price in Toronto and the GTA is 1.1 million. And so if we compare it to 2020's numbers, we are up a staggering 17.9% as an average. So if we compare it to 2020's numbers, we are up 17.8% as an average, which is a really strong number. Then if we measure it to 2019, we are up a redonkulous 33.8% compared to 2 years ago. And it's just sad to say, and it's really out of our control right now at this point. There's nothing anybody can do, nothing. The governments can't do anything to slow this down. And it probably doesn't get any better or any easier for young and first-time home buyers, because we definitely see a really big rush coming into that market. People trying to buy properties between $500,000 and $700,000 for their first properties. And the only silver lining that I can see with that is that it's maybe if the concentration is really strong in the lower end category, then maybe home prices will not go up as much, because as we all know, the average home price gets pushed up primarily by detached homes or freehold properties. The ones that really go up a ridiculous amount, those end up pulling up prices the most. But that doesn't mean that the lower price properties are not going to be impacted either. They can go up easily 10 or 15% just through bidding activity alone. And my best guess from a transactions point of view is that we probably won't hit another record. 120,000 transactions is just unheard of, and we've never hit that number before. So typically whenever we hit a new record, record, it sort of kind of scales back down again. And of course, the primary reason for that is we just don't have the inventory. Like, there's not enough people selling in order for people to buy, and clearly we're not producing and making enough new homes for the market to keep up with the demand, and so that's what's driving the prices up. And I recently came across an article from RenX, which is the real estate news exchange, and they are one of the most influential newsletters, magazines, whatever you want to call it. And they interviewed Mike Chetikowski. I don't want to say his name wrong, but he's the vice chairman of CBRE's land division, where he basically pointed out that even developers are having trouble securing and buying land in the GTA. They're running out of land, right? We're not just talking about Toronto, we're talking about the GTA. It's getting harder and harder for them to find land. And even developers are paying a premium. And where once buying a piece of land for $100 million in Toronto was a huge, huge deal, like it made news, nowadays you can't even buy anything in the GTA unless it's $100 million or plus. And so it's just interesting, right? It's not just happening to your typical home buyer who's struggling to find something. They're having to go further and further out to purchase a house or a condo. It's happening with developers as well too. So it just shows you how tight and constrained the supply is. And something's just got to be done. Maybe some rezoning. Things have to be changed to allow for the population to continue to grow and to allow people to live and work here in central Toronto. And it's interesting because he basically pointed out that the current definition of a hotspot is anywhere developable land can be found. Like, just anywhere, anything. And so that kind of mirrors what's happening in the market as well too, where people just can't really be too picky anymore. So just whatever is in their budget that suits their needs, they have to move quickly. They got to be aggressive. They got to make an offer so that they can actually even buy something. I honestly never thought before I started in this industry that I thought Toronto was ever going to be like this, because there's so much land. Like, Toronto is huge, right? Toronto has always been a place of having a lot of space, a lot of land, and not that many people. And so to really see this happening right now and seeing and realizing and helping our clients, it's really quite overwhelming. And I'm sure it's overwhelming for a lot of you. I feel your pain and I empathize with the situation. That being said, in order for us to help you get what you want, which is to purchase a home, we've got to move quickly. You've got to be decisive. And if you fail in one, then you just got to move on to the next. As they say in the tech and entrepreneurial world, you've got to fail fast and pick yourself back up and get on the next horse. So this article was really eye-opening from one of the largest commercial real estate companies in the entire world, basically saying that any piece of land is good land. Anywhere that you can develop, high density or even houses, like some plot of farmland in Oshawa, go do it. Like, it's going to be profitable and you're going to have demand for it. So overall, this just doesn't bode well for any young home buyers or people that are moving to the region. It's just getting more and more expensive every single month. And because of the inability and the inaction of the governments to be able to come together and say we have to come up with solutions to bring more supply into the market. And we know we have a labor shortage problem in terms of building more properties. And so the vice chairman even said that maybe we have to import laborers from different countries so we can build more and build faster, because Canada was basically built by immigrants anyways, right? And maybe we need to come up with ideas in terms of refurbishing commercial properties, empty vacant warehouses, turn those into lofts, allow for greater conversion and allow for more properties to come onto the market. This is crucial. This is essential. We need multi-pronged strategies to bring more inventory onto the market so that there's more affordable homes for everybody in the GTA region and those who haven't even come yet. And these moves should have been enacted a long time ago, to tell you the truth. And now we find ourselves handcuffed. We don't know what to do and we're in a frantic position, and all we can do is just watch home prices go up and up and up. And we're watching people fight for properties and losing out simply because someone in the government couldn't do the math. Which is why it's becoming even more important for you to work with the right professionals, especially here at Selling Toronto, who can help you strategize and navigate these crazy, choppy markets. So make sure you give us a call here this year at Selling Toronto, guys. We'll be happy to help you out and set you up nicely. So I hope you guys like this video. Please give us a thumbs up. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Give us a like. But more importantly, if you're ready to make a move, or you have some questions, or you don't know how you should approach your real estate situation, then give us a call. We've got 11 years of experience in this business. We've seen it all. So whether you're buying, selling, or renting out your condo, you know who the best person is to handle your business, right? So best of luck, everyone. I hope everyone's doing great. Stay safe, happy, healthy, because it's time to get down to business here in 2022. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you all, and we'll hear from you soon. Bye for now.